To get into it real quick, I bought this slider, the Pro, because I needed it for a heavier camera like this versus the DSLRs, which is what most of what Edelkrone kind of caters to. It is perfect for DSLRs. I shoot with the 5D Mark III and the Blackmagic 4K. With the 5D Mark III, this thing just is amazing. It struggles a little more when you put a heavier camera on it. It does what it says. It goes twice the distance, right? They talk about that a lot. As you know, it is motion control, so I've already programmed it. It will do the move. It's great. It does it, the same every time. I've tried multiple sliders in the past, and by far my favorite one is this one. Pros of this system is it's smaller, it's compact, I can tick it in one suitcase on a plane. It's awesome. The other main thing about this is it's affordable. Like I was pretty impressed with how much you get for the cost you get, and it's built really nicely. The action module, I do love that you can adjust the speed. Absolutely love that. After you do the recording, awesome. Also haven't had any issues with time-lapse. The time-lapse work great. Edelkrone sends you with this little cord to plug straight into my 5D. Works fantastic, love it. The main thing with Edelkrone is it's not perfect, but their customer support is incredible. My original action module just stopped working. They just quickly switched it out. It was pretty painless, actually. So some of the cons about this system, things I wish Edelkrone please add to the system. These little feet, they're cute, but not very functional. Because, and this is another reason, I want quick release. I don't want to have to screw this on, so I bought a plate to quick release this off. But I can't use this on the floor anymore now with this plate on because the legs don't extend out far enough. So it's super obnoxious to have to take the plate off to set it on the ground or a table or something because these feet aren't long enough. I mean, the holes are there. Give me some legs that sprout out and come down. This is basically a slider you can use on a tripod or a flat surface. That's it. These legs don't do anything. So there's no quick release of any piece of this system. I don't like that. So what I did was I modified it. I bought this plate from Wooden Camera. I screw this on. See, just the amount of time to screw that on is annoying. And then I can quickly go from handheld and slide this sucker on, and now I'm on a slider. The other thing about the quick release that I highly recommend a dovetail or something like this, your lens is just pulling the sucker down, so you can manipulate and move your center of balance to the center of gravity to match with this a little better. So to show you with the full weight, it does a decent job. Super happy with the action module. I have no problems with that. Target module needs some work. I would love to see that this head is more solid. I don't like seeing this. I don't like this. See, the other issue is when you're pulling focus, see how this is wiggling? And I've done it, I have a whip, I use it with a whip and I still get a little bit of that wiggle. So if I'm having this sucker move and I'm pulling focus, you see a noticeable wiggle in this because it's not perfectly tight down here. And I've tried to tighten it, I've tried to figure it out, but it's just not doing what I want it to. So what I've done to minimize, because usually my rig, I have a monitor up top, I have a handle here, I usually have an EVF coming off the handle here, but when I put it on the slider, the more weight you put on, the more likely you are to having issues with this slider. The other thing I've done to reduce weight is I actually bought a D-tap cord for the Blackmagic and then strapped the battery down to the tripod to take off that extra weight. Another thing that I really dislike about this system is that there's no bubble. I've attached the Kessler quick release plate on this system, which has a bubble. So what I do is I'll bubble my tripod and then stick the slider on. I wish the slider had a bubble on it though. Another big thing is this. to put it into horizontal mode to do the up and down crane type shots. Basically, I've discovered that it just will not work with my Blackmagic. It's too heavy. I mean, this is 16 pounds and they say this is only for 11. So basically I take everything off I can, but even still, even at like just the camera, it still struggles. It just doesn't, it's this head, it just doesn't feel solid enough. But using the 5D on it, it's awesome. It works great. I haven't had an issue. I don't like the fact that it's a round piece connecting. I've had issues, especially with the heavier stuff, where it slides, it slips. And you know, you can only tighten it so much. I wish there was some other way that they could manipulate this of, I don't know, a teeth system to actually have something to grab onto more than just a round pole. Yeah, so that's the vertical. That's the other big thing about this system that you need to know. It's only a 2-axis system. So you're only going to go back and forth, left or right, or back and forth, up and down, in and out. You know, there's a lot of versatility and, you know, options of doing it, but just be aware that you can't get the full cine drive type look. It's just not going to happen until they upgrade something else, which I don't know. Maybe they will. This system has been awesome. I've been really impressed with it. Really happy with it. But these are all my nitpicky stuff. Like in all functionality, this thing works great. It does what I need it to do. It nails the shot. I just have to be aware of what camera I'm using, how much weight I have on it. So target module is the one that I feel like needs the most work. Action module, you guys got it right. Like at Edelkrone, you nailed it. Like this thing is awesome. So a lot of the times what I'll do is if I'm doing a little more dynamic shots, I'll take off the target module completely. I'll throw on the Manfrotto head and then the awesome thing is it's just like having a dolly grip. This is going and I can just kind of move and like I'm on a dolly. It's super nice to be able to do some dynamic shots that way. And I've shot some really nice stuff doing it that way. But again, I would love it if this was a little more solid. If you're looking for a very like compact, you travel a lot, fairly inexpensive motion control system, this is awesome. I've been very, very, very happy with it.